So the first one we're going to do is Chris is going to bring it up and talk about it. So the first one we're going to mention about our U.S. presidents and go in a
Mm.
little detail about it. So yeah, who are the two you're going to mention?
Actually, so it's your favorite president, Lincoln,
Yep.
and then the most recent one that we've had assassinated, JFK. There's a lot of weird, not conspiracy things with it, but it's more of just like
Mm.
weird, odd connections or just weird coincidences. Like for instance, both of the presidents were elected to, I think it was the presidency. No, not presidency. Both of them were elected to Congress or
Congress.
something in like 46, and they were both elected to presidency in 1860 and 1960,
Yeah.
respectively. Um,
Right.
there's like a weird list of them. Some are real, some are like fake, but like it's weird how that happened literally like 100 years later. They both had to do with civil rights. They were both killed on a Friday, both shot in the head.
Mm.
Um, yeah, like they
Killed
both
by
were
different
killed.
guns, but yeah.
Yeah, but they were
Right.
both
Right.
killed
Right.
by the people who did it worked in the places that they killed them at, Ford's Theater and the Book Depository.
Mm.
JFK was killed in a Lincoln. Lincoln was killed in a Kennedy. That one's not
Wait,
true. Oh,
like Lincoln was
that one's
killed by
not true.
Kennedy.
But it's like it's weird.
Yeah.
Like they were both succeeded by Southerners named Johnson, who were both born in like 1808 and 1908. Like it's just weird how that all works. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've heard of those I've heard it from friends about those it's not a conspiracy, but just like the crazy coincidences of the two
Yeah.
that were assassinated. And yeah, it's pretty trippy because both yeah, Johnsons and then they're both born in the '08,
Yeah. And I'm
1808 and
not
1908. Well, yeah.
I'm not exactly sure on this one, but I mean, I know that John Wilkes Booth or Lee Harvey Oswald for JFK was killed going into trial, if I'm not mistaken. Like I know he was in
Um
custody and a dude ran up and shot him.
I mean, I think so. I'm not sure if he was gonna be immediately brought into trial, like, the day
Yeah.
after. Maybe he
Like I
was.
know like it was in
Yeah.
public, like he was being moved and they ran
You've
up and got him. Have a what now?
have you seen the video of him getting shot?
I think it was Jack Ruby, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but you've seen the live
Hey.
video?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's like
it's
that dude just gets, like, tackled, but then at the same time, like, I
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
know if Wilkes Booth
Have you
was the
seen the
same or
video for
not.
John Wilkes Booth? No.
No, they colorized it and put it in 4K.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that video.
Yeah, yeah.
I have seen, like, the
Um,
Civil War people. It's like the Sons of the Civil War talking or something, or, like, the oldest Civil War guys, like, black and white. Like, that's YouTube's amazing, by the
right,
way,
right,
if you
right,
haven't.
right, right. Yeah.
So but yeah, just weird coincidences between those 2 presidents.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting what you say. You touched on they were both for civil rights, and
Yeah,
definitely with Lincoln,
yeah.
yeah, like he's probably the biggest proponent president in regards to civil rights and trying to free the slaves and actually try to give rights to now freed African Americans.
Mm,
And with what's it called? With Kennedy, it was like fully make it equal
yeah.
for African Americans and other minorities, and that's kind of a crazy parallel. And I think if you ask like past presidents, they're always like, "Oh, I always want the Kennedy bust or something." Like he's in or no, not the bust, the painting where he's
The
like
yeah, yeah.
looking down, and it's like, what would Kennedy do? And then of course everyone probably all the presidents probably look at Lincoln Memorial, or there's probably a bust of his, a painting.
Oh, they've got that the Lincoln Memorial, like the big statue.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I think it's in the movie Team America. It's like, "What
I'm
would
sure it's
you
in many
do?"
movies besides Team America, but
That's where my mind goes, man.
yeah, but yeah, and it's like crazy the parallels that to do with civil rights.
Well,
And
obviously,
yeah,
back in those days when there are strong feelings about those issues, like, people will just take matters into their own hands, I guess. I mean, that's
yes.
JFK and
But
Lincoln were both doing it, so
now I'm not trying to be a conspiracy. I don't think that uh, Lee Harvey Oswald is the only killer. Just gonna throw that out there. Anyway,
Ooh, I've been there.
yeah, yeah, I
I've been
know,
to
yeah,
that spot.
I don't think he's the only shooter anyway. So, but I will say, uh, it is a bit different. Their motivations for killing. I don't
Mm.
think Harvey Oswald's was, oh, he's trying to give black people rights,
No, there's
right? I
weird
don't.
stuff about him where it's like
Yeah, there's too
he was
many extra conspiracies for Kennedy,
yeah,
but definitely, um, John Wilkes Booth was just like he loved the South. And
yeah,
whoever's a
and
viewer of the South, we're not talking about that right now. We're not turning to
hey,
politics. I'm just saying
I
that he
I
loved.
was born in Missouri. I think that was a southern
Yeah,
state at one point,
he
but then I
he,
moved to
be-
Kansas.
he believed
And
in what was the Confederacy was doing, so that's
yeah,
why he took his actions out on Lincoln. And
it was a
but
different
what I
time
was trying
too.
to say was the motivations were different, definitely different.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's a crazy parallel,
Yeah,
honestly.
there's a lot of conspiracy with Harvey Oswald, like you were saying. John Wilkes Booth, it was just straight up.
Yeah, straight up it was
Yeah,
him. Um,
yeah.
maybe I'll link it at the bottom of the
Lincoln.
on the LinkedIn. No, I'll
Ah,
I'll put it in the description at the bottom. There's actually a. I'm not even kidding. Have you ever heard of that show where it's like an old '50s show and it's like it's kind of like, do you know who this is? And they basically ask them 20 questions like about, oh, are you an actress, actor?
oh yeah, yeah. No, 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 no.
I forgot what
I
it's
think it's the one
called.
I've
Like,
seen. It's like a black and
okay,
white TV show, and it's like the dude is like, "No, I was alive when Lincoln was like shot in Ford's Theater,"
yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, yeah.
"What?"
So like they made the contestants. They were like,
Yeah,
please don't. Oh, they never even announced who he was.
no, like the
Yes,
dude
just
was the one
surprise
who,
everybody.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. And he was
yeah,
like 90 something in the video, and he was just like, I saw President Lincoln.
yeah.
Not he didn't see Lincoln get killed. He said,
No, but
I
he was
saw
like
John
there.
Wilkes Booth jump down
Yeah, yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
stage. What the heck?
Now, in
So
like 80 years, I could say that too. Be like, I remember when I was in this place and this had. They're like, he wasn't there.
yeah, right. What's an
But yeah,
event that we would say that's like, yeah, that's just nuts.
ah,
Evan.
there's well,
Anyway, yeah, it's
not
like some serious
yeah.
events that, yeah, for us.